Well, hello everyone. North Palm Beach Life is here with Palm Beach designer David Campbell. Hey, David.
Hello.
David is very well known as a designer. He won't say anything about himself, but I will. He has a beautiful home. We are not here to talk about the interior of his beautiful home that he has designed with his husband, Steve Campbell. We're here to talk about their loggia. David has been in design magazines. Palm Beach knows David Campbell very well, and so do we. And so we're very honored to be here in his beautiful home with Steve. Steve isn't here. We may drag Steve in later, but this is about David and his creation. Recently, we had construction on our condo building, which gave David the chance, the opportunity to reimagine their loggia, and he spent about 1 year with that plan in mind, and it is now fully executed and it is stunning. So we want to share it with you today. David, welcome.
Well, it's nice to be here. Thanks for having me. It's always good to talk to you guys.
Thank you. So let's just cut right to it and let's step outside on your beautiful loggia.
Sure.
I would like you to talk. We don't have a whole lot of time, but I would like you to talk about the plan and the execution of it, because you did all the work yourself. So tell everyone.
I did do it all myself.
Yes.
Well, since we were going to have a change, everything has always been super traditional, very European, old world. And because Steve happens to have a real fascination with the MacKenzie-Childs black and white in his kitchen, I said, hey, let's have some fun and do a little fantasy out on the terrace. So I got started reimagining everything that we already had, knowing it was going to be quite some time before the construction was complete, and got out my tape and paints and my thinking cap and reimagined everything that was out here. And I kept telling Pam that it's going to be something like a Alice in Wonderland tea party on steroids. So this is what it ended up being.
Let's start at this end.
Sure.
And let's talk about these beautiful chairs, which you completely did by hand.
Interesting enough, the chairs I got through my favorite designer, Jack Phillips. They're 18th century French. I reimagined them once as a Lily Pulitzer look, and now they're more of a MacKenzie look in the black and white stripe with the red trim. And I taught myself to upholster, taught myself to sew, so I don't have to go to the heavy expense of having someone else do it. And plus it keeps me busy. And that's how those turned out.
Beautiful. And let's talk about the fountain.
Well, the fountain was originally just a purchase fountain that was dark gray plastic. And now it's become a nice, bright, black and white, sort of a statement piece. That's why the wall's red behind it. I wanted it to stand out a bit. And you can't really tell in today's light, but at night it's got a little tiny spotlight on it that really makes it shimmer and shine, so it's really pretty.
And the draperies, you made those?
Well, I embellished those.
Okay.
Those drapes aren't really for outdoors.
Okay.
So I put an outdoor liner in them before I hung them. I didn't completely sew them. I only half sewed those guys.
Well, as you know, I have no sewing ability. This I like very much. The journey is the destination, and whenever I'm in this beautiful home, it is the destination for me.
Well, I carved that for Steve.
Well, I didn't know that.
I did, yeah.
Oh.
It was the favorite saying of a boss that he had that he really admired, and so I made him the plaque years ago. And it's been different colors and different finishes, and now it's in the black and white.
Well, let's move into the other side. This is actually outside your bedroom.
Yeah.
So, wow, so much to talk about in here.
Well,
let's talk about the chandelier. Let's start at the top.
Well, every place needs a little bit of jewelry, and
does.
you know, your lighting is your jewelry. And so we found a wonderful, rated for outdoors, little tiny black chandelier. Don't have a lot of clearance here, and I have to still walk under it, so we needed something small, and I added the shades with the foil, gold foil interior, so it gives a nice glow in the evenings out here.
And the door is actually that is a plain door to a storage closet.
That's the Terrace storage closet,
and it is fabulous.
I just gotta have something that's gonna pop right out and smack you in the face.
And it's beautiful.
And so I painted the door.
Unbelievable that you've painted that bit by bit. Let's talk about this piece of furniture right here.
Well, that's another old piece that I've had for quite some time. A year ago, it was 6 inches taller and showing beautiful inlay and covered with ormolu. And
tell people what that is.
That's the gold-plated brass and brass plaques and fleur-de-lis and edges you see on legs on furniture, the embellishments on French furniture.
Okay.
And I decided, well, it was too tall. I didn't want it to stick up above the wall. And so I cut off the legs and sanded it and ripped off all the metal and took to painting.
Well, it is stunning.
There's actually a piece of the brass that was on it, and I went ahead and painted it black.
Oh, fun. Every single piece. I'm going to do a quick, just showing everyone all of the wonderfulness that's here, and every detail, every single solitary detail is just...
It's very busy. There's a lot going on.
It's going on in such a splendid way. The lamps are wonderful, which also serve the purpose of being able to charge your devices, which is
we can
nice.
sit out here and have our iPads or our phones and not kill batteries.
David, thank you
so
much
you.
for joining us here at North Palm Live.
I'm glad you were interested enough to come and see me.
Oh, very definitely, very interested. And thanks everyone for being here and listening. David Campbell at North Palm Beach Live. Stay with us.